Gascoigne going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say!
Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, good evening. Savva here from Football Heritage TV. Welcome to everyone that's come over from Henry Wright's channel. I'm sure there's going to be a few trolls. We can have some fun with them. Big up to each and every one of you. There's currently just under 300 of you in here at the moment. Welcome to each and every one of you. You know the rules, people. Come on. It's a lovely evening to be smashing that like button. Let's get those likes up to 200, 300 as quickly as possible. And please keep subscribing. We are now only 270 away from the 10K. We are creeping towards that figure very, very quickly. Big up to absolutely every single one of you. So Tottenham Hotspur have got Man United. And all I've got to ask is, should we be scared of Man United? Should we be worried about Man United? Now, you can look at this in any way you want. Is this the Man United that qualified for the Champions League? Is it the Man United that got to 2 cup finals last year and won the Carling Cup or Carabao Cup, whatever it's called now? Or is it the Man United we saw yesterday against Wolves, who, although they won, looked really, really shaky? What are you expecting to see from this Man United team? What are you expecting to see from Tottenham? What are you expecting to see? Let me know. Should there be any changes to the team? What would you do to the team? Would you keep it the same for consistency? Will Romero be able to play due to his concussion? Rumours that he might not be starting at the weekend. Let me know. We can get through to as many comments as possible, but big up to absolutely every single one of you. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And if anyone would like to subscribe, then please do. And there is already our first super chat. I'm just going to put this link into the chat box. Big up to all of you. There's now 347 people in here and it's growing by the second. The link is in the chat. I'm going to pin it. So anybody that hasn't already subscribed, please do. And we'll get to your comments. I'll let them build up for a few seconds and then I will get to them. Big up to Henry Wright, who I just worked with, and to Alan from Time Added On as well. 2 great content creators. Let's do this, people. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start reading out the comments in a couple of seconds. Before we do, let's have a look at where we are. Sorry. Bear with me 1 second. StreamYard's just got a tiny little glitch that I'm going to sort out. Come on, StreamYard, stop being stupid. There we go. So I've just pinned the message. This is where we are, people. This is where we are. 9,729 subscribers. Let's get that to 9,750 at least. That's only 21 of you. Big up to each and every one of you. Marco Danis is in here and said Rashford is going to have a field day, especially if Sanchez is playing. That's how I feel about him having a field day if Emerson Royal starts. Marco's then come in and said Rashford is... Oh, he said the same thing twice. J13X has said it will be a 1-1 draw. Both of you are useless and trophyless. That was a nice comment, nice mature comment for the start of the show. MV Joker Davis in the house has said no, just no. They struggle against Wolves at home. So we shouldn't be worried about them, I think is what he's saying. United Red said, lol, we definitely don't fear you. United Red, yeah, listen, you might not, but I mean, I don't fear you after what I saw yesterday. Looked a really poor team. And I know you're going to back your team and say something silly back, but it wasn't a good performance, was it? Wayne Jackson said it earlier, more worried about the number of concussions we'll get from Onana. I mean, guys and girls, what did you think about that decision? That was absolutely horrific, wasn't it, that decision? MV Joker Davis said, here we go again with this bop of an intro. It's a great intro, isn't it? Phil Moss, Spurs should be brave, bold, and bullying any team, but be always canny. Yeah, listen, we're going to see Spurs play a different way. I think we'll have a lot of the football against Man United. Can we make the most of it? Do we have the goal power? Rich has said, is Romero out? That's the question, isn't it? Is Romero out? If he is, it looks like it's going to be Davinson Sanchez alongside Mickey van de Ven. Stinging Nettle has said the Saudis have signed Nkudu, ex-Tottenham winger, Kevin George Nkudu. Best of luck to him out there. Yeah, not going to lie, this intro is pretty. Yeah, thank you, Mike. I try my best. Cry away, my pain has said, should United be worried? There's a lot to be said for that. Should United be worried? I'd like to think so. Big up to Daniel Montendon, always a massive supporter of the channel, has come in and said, with a massive super chat, said, based on Man United's opening match, Tottenham perhaps won't be worried as such, but your defence is a worry hugely when you consider Man United will probably come and play kind of counter-attacking, as I feel Tottenham will have more of the ball. Big up. Guys and girls, can any Tottenham fan disagree with that? This is the worry. This absolutely has to be the worry. Daniel, you're a gentleman and a scholar, and thank you so much for always being in the comments and always being a huge contributor. So thank you very much. Guys and girls, 358 of you in here, growing all the time, 93 likes. Smash that button. Thank you to the 2 people who have subscribed. If 20 more people subscribe, we get to 9,750, and we're in the last tiny stretch before we hit the 10K. Big up to you, Liam. Big up to you. Hit the bar. Yeah, Stewie's okay. A couple of £100 of vet bills sorted him right out. Rich has said, you watch, Man U will be prime Barcelona against us. And this is what Tottenham tends to happen against Tottenham, right? It really does tend to happen against Tottenham. But we'll see. Mike has said, big up everyone. Big up to you, Mike. Big up BVB David. Amir's here as well. Wes, big up to you. Thank you very much. Sean, always a big support of the channel. United for Life has said, United will deal with Tottenham. I'm not worried. Wan-Bissaka versus Son locked. Martinez and Varane versus Richarlison locked. Yeah, listen, all I'm going to say is you guys looked really bad against the team who are heavily tipped for relegation. So there's a lot of big kind of putting your chest out talk for a team that just looked really bad. Future Music has said United won't have much of the ball. Will be vulnerable to everything when they do have it. Onwards and upwards. Can't disagree with that at all. Can't disagree with that. Strasbourg Steve, big up to you. Channel member Strasbourg Steve said, big up Savva. Big up to you, mate. Hope you are well. Alex Dunlop said, big up Savva and your new 26-incher. Yeah, the new 26-inch TV. Ooh, huge TV. Mum Spaghetti said, Savva told you. I wasn't being negative when I said Ten Hag was fraudulent. Best example of why he's won was displayed against Wolves. Been here a year now and we still have no identity. I'll be honest with you. I do feel that you looked a bit identity-less. Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? It really, really wasn't great. Robert Wilson, good evening to you. Rich, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Samuel Grass as well. If you've got any questions, get them in. I'll try. There's a lot of comments. I'll try to get them as many as possible. But I won't be able to get to every one of them. Super chat from George Raffis said, hope you're okay, mate. After watching Man United yesterday, I feel like they can be got at. However, we also can be got at. Could be a high-scoring game. George, I don't disagree with any of that either, mate. I don't disagree with that. So thank you very much to Daniel Montendon and George Raffis for the super chats. I don't disagree with anything they've had to say. They're worried, guys and girls, about Spurs being able to be got at. Are you worried about it as well? Let me know. Aaron J has said, yes, they always turn up against us. That's the worry. I'm really hoping it would be lovely, wouldn't it, to send out a signal of intent. A nice 2-3-0 win. Counter-attacking. Good, high-pressing, attacking football. That would be absolutely lovely. Balpinder has said, Should we be worried after last night's? What do you mean, Bapinda? Just give me a little bit more context there. Always people in the chat try and add a lot more context. Anthony said to say no is silly. Should be worried about any Big Six club, but it shouldn't change how we play. Yeah, I can't see it changing Postecoglou's style of play at all. Cry away my pain. So Wolves were scary. Yeah, imagine they had a goal scorer. Yeah, they were. I was really impressed with how organised they were, how solid they were. I really was. I was pleasantly surprised. Daniela has said scared is the wrong word for me. Worried, maybe. Yeah, as the title said, should Spurs be worried? Aaron J, I just said this on Henry Wright's channel, so I don't want to repeat it too much. This is my worry. Rashford getting in behind Emerson Royale really, really worries me in this formation. Amir has said we should worry about every team. Yeah, you know what I mean, though, right? I think you know what I mean. Hit the bar. Said their midfield looked non-existent. Yeah, it didn't look right, did it? It really, really didn't look right. Irish Rebel, who was just mugging me off in the other channel. I saw your comment. Don't you worry about that, mate. I see the negativity towards me. You're cool, though. Big up. Smash the subscribe button, people. 18 subscribers. We can get to 9,750. We are well on our way to the 10K. Who doesn't want to see that? Get to the 10K. Come on, people. It's a big moment for any YouTuber when they're starting out to hit their first 10K. Jayraj Joshi said Romero will be fine. He was pissed. He was pissed for being sub last game, but it was just precautionary. Yeah, they came out and said today, though, right, that it's not that clear cut. Just saying. Simon says it's got to be Solomon for Kulu. Lots of people now asking for Solomon to get some game time and Perisic. Are people, dare I say it? I'm gonna say it. Are people getting a little bit bored of Kulu and Son? I'm just gonna throw that out to you. Are people getting bored? I've been very honest for a long time that I'm bored of watching those two play. I find it predictable. I'd just like to see it mixed up a bit. I'm not saying that they never play. I'm just saying that there's a lot of players there that you could rotate now. Sorry, I was just checking. Someone said there was Orban news, but when I've actually gone in, there isn't actually any Orban news. So apologies for that. I was just having a little look around. I've typed in Orban, and for some reason I'm getting lots of Family Guy videos. So God knows what Family Guy I've got to do with Orban. Big up to Leo Land Lego. Ivan Cho as well said Spurs are going to slap United. The style of football is there, but the defence is shite. We'll see. We'll see. Just subbed Savva. Been watching at work in the US for a couple of days now, and safe to say you're changing the game. Thanks, Anthony. Listen, lots of people like me. Lots of people don't like me. It is what it is. Unfortunately, you get people like this guy who think I'm negative because I want better players than Emerson Royale. But other than that, I want what's best for my club. I want better players, and I will never apologise for that. David has said, no, I've got a feeling it'll be another draw and our first win at Bournemouth. Fingers crossed. Let me ask you guys and girls, whack it in the chat and I'll get to these in a minute. From our first 3 games, what's an acceptable points total for Postecoglou? So the maximum we can get is 7 now. The minimum we can get is 1. What's an acceptable points total from that first 3 games? First 3 games. So Brentford away, Bournemouth away, and Man United at home. What's an acceptable amount for you? Also, if I had said to you before Man United at home and Brentford away, from our first 2 games, we'd get 4 points. Would you have taken the 4 points? Let me know. Interested to see what you've all got to say about that one. Keep smashing the like button, people. Let's not, we're so tight. Keep smashing that like button. It's like rent, so to speak. We do this for free. You don't have to pay. Please smash that like button. And thank you to the 2 people that just subscribed. We're now only 15 away from 9,750. I'm actually excited to now nearly hit the 10K. Robert Davis has said, sadly, Spurs will win. I think that's an Arsenal fan. Big up to you, Robert Davis. Jake Atkins. I'm trying to get to as many as possible, by the way. I'm trying to get there. Jake has said, how can you give that penalty against Son, but not the pen against Onana? Right? Doesn't it change the game of what is What is, one second, here's the link, blah, blah, blah. Okay, right. So I'm just going to do this for Sean. Sean's got a show starting at 9:30. So I will only be going until 9:30 so that everyone can jump over to Sean's channel. 1 second. Let me just sort that out. Okay, see you there. Hang on 1 second. See you there. We'll wrap up at 9:35. I'm a team player, me. At 9:35 p.m. if that works. Perfect. Okay. So let's have a look at some of these point totals. Oh God, I'm miles behind. I'm absolutely miles behind, people. So many comments. When I first started doing this, I could read out everyone's comments easily. And now it's just sort of like, I really can't get to them in time. And hopefully that's a sign of progression. But the Man United game for me is an interesting one, because is there ever a good time to play Man United? Do we want to be playing them at the beginning of the season off the back of what we just saw as their first performance, when they're not in any sort of form? Because no one's in any sort of form one game into the season. Or do we want to play them when we're at our best? Because we're obviously not in any sort of form as well. So let me know, people. Let me know what you feel on that. Ant has said, I hope I don't sound negative, but they will rip us apart. We will be confident on the ball, but they will punish us hard. A lot of people saying the same thing. Big up, Lee. Almost there, mate. Almost there. If everybody in here that hasn't subbed would sub, it would really, really, really help. And yeah, that would really, really help if everyone right now with a conscious effort went and did that. But I appreciate some people might just want to watch from afar without subscribing. But the link is in the chat and it is pinned. So let me get to Hit the Bar has said Onana is a calamity keeper. A lot of talk about the new keepers in the league at the moment. Daniel Montandon, big up to you again, has said, you're welcome, Savva. Always love being here, watching these fantastic shows. Currently watching Doncaster with Mansfield 1-1. 1-1, yeah, I've got the Sky Sports news on in the background. I've got the scores coming through so I can see what's going on. Champions League qualifiers, League Two, lots going on at the moment in the world of football, and it's great to be back, isn't it, people? It really, really is great to be back. James Harris said, happy with either Sarr or Lo Celso midfield. We're going to concede, so need to score. I think this is going to be an overwhelming feeling this year for a lot of games, right, James? I think we are going to need to score goals. Joel just said, Savva, the best at reading comments and talking. Listen, I just think it's fair to read out people's comments. I can't get to everyone's, but I really, really do try. I really do try. Still get a lot of hate, but hey, it is what it is. So if 11 more of you could go over right now and subscribe, we get to the 9,750. Let's do this, people. I'm going to get down to some of those numbers that I asked for. Where are we? So many comments. So many comments. Right, here we go. So I asked, what's an acceptable number after our first 3 games? Obviously, the most you can get is 9. Right now, the most we can get is 7. Balpinder's gone with 5. Stephen 6. Robert has gone with 4. Imran has gone with Savva. Man United are going to get cooked, but I still think United can get a point. I don't quite understand that comment. How can we cook them and they still get a point? Hit the Bar, 6 points. Aaron 5. Liston thinks we're getting 3 points. So Liston thinks that it's going to be 2 more draws in a row, right? Khalid has gone with 5. Big up to Kate. Big up to Kate and said, big up Savva. Hope Stewie is better and you're feeling brighter. Yeah, it was, tough day today. I'm not going to lie. Tough day. And the little fella has been in the wars today. He really has. So he's getting back to his normal health. And sorry if anyone did see my pug throw up live on stream earlier. Sorry. And sorry for shutting the show early. MV Joker Davis 4, 5, 5, 4. Seeing a lot of consistent numbers here. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. KFC are in the house. Big up KFC. 5, 7. Tom thinks it's going to be 7. It's going to be 7. Tom says we're going to win our next 2 games. I like the positivity. Zachary 76 has said, I don't care about points. I'm all about performance. Mark said Chelsea are buying up big time. Now buying Elise for 35 million. You know what? I'm going to put it right out there. I'm absolutely jealous. No reason why we couldn't have gone and got players like that. But hey, it is what it is. David said 5. Aaron Arva, 7 would be good. Just a girl who loves Spurs will take 4 all day long. So what, 1 defeat and 1 win from the next 2? Irish Rebel, wasn't mugging you off, pal. Just said you're picking out the negatives. Irish Rebel, the thing is, I talk about positives and negatives. People like you only mention when I mention the negatives. If I'm going to be a balanced YouTuber, I pride myself on the positives and the negatives. If people want a channel that is purely positives, you know where you can go. Samuel has said, especially considering more players need to be brought in and the Kane saga was still hanging around. Callum Hughes said, calling it now, Richarlison to score in the 90th minute on Saturday. I'm calling it now then. If your prediction comes true, I'm calling it. How many Spurs fans will suddenly love Richarlison and think that he's going to get 30 goals for the season? You don't need to know my name. Great name. I said, I just got the feeling that we're going to be Spursy and bring back good old Dr. Tottenham. We did it last season with Chelsea and they had their best performance. And once again in 17-18 at Wembley, Dr. Tottenham. Are we going to see the final nail in the coffin for Dr. Tottenham? Talking about nailing coffins. Come on, guys and girls. 9 subscribers away from 9,750. I'll tell you what we'll do as well. If we can get, we'll give away a shirt tomorrow. If we can get to 9,850 by tomorrow's end of show. So that's between 2 shows. Excuse me. But please keep smashing those subscribes and those likes. Lee said, have you tried reading glasses? For what? Have I read anything out wrong? Why do I need reading glasses, Lee? Zach Alwi has said, feeling rough on Sunday after going out and getting smashed on Saturday. I'm feeling rough on Sunday after going out against me on Saturday. Me? Are you talking about me or are you talking about you? Spurs King has said the refs from last night's game have been taken off this weekend. Pure corruption. Something not right. It wasn't right, was it? It really, really wasn't. Tom said a Son hat-trick Saturday to shut everyone up. Go on, Sonny. Well, how about a Son hat-trick on Saturday for him to actually turn up and do his job? What about that? Mr. Watty, big up to you, said at Football Heritage TV, Salah links to Saudi. Yeah, I've seen that today. Seen lots of links. There were a lot of talks saying that he wasn't going to. Who's this? Oh, hang on. No, okay. Sorry, it's short. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, let me stream until then. Yeah, okay. See, me, Sean, and Henry try to help each other out where we can. Okay, let me stream until 9:45. Redirect is on. Okay, sorry, guys and girls. Sorry, I don't like to. I think it's good when everyone's collaborating, not trying to run over each other's show. So it is what it is. Guys and girls, keep smashing that subscribe button. Again, it's been really tight the last couple of days. Feels like the closer we're getting to the 10K, the less people are subscribing. Mohammed Riyad says some people watch YouTube on their TV so they can't like or comment. There is a way to do it, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm hearing rumours Spurs are in for Balogun. Take him, please. I cannot imagine Tottenham and Arsenal are about to do any business. Can we be brutally honest about this? Tottenham and Arsenal are about to do business? I can't see it, my man. I can't see it at all. Alisson now being linked with Saudi as well, is he? Ant thinks 2 points from 7. Draw against Bournemouth, defeat to Man United. God, they call me negative. But listen, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Sue is following suit with what a lot of people have said. She thinks Rashford could blitz our high line. I've said this a lot today, Sue. I truly do worry about Marcus Rashford up against Emerson Royale. I really, really do worry about it. Anana isn't everyone's cup of tea. He's not, but he is some people's. Absolutely, Rodney. Absolutely. It's hard work it is today trying to get likes and subscribers, but it is what it is. Only 168 likes, 472 of you in here. Smash that like button. Super chat from Kate, who said, big up, Sav, and hope you and Stewie are feeling better. Big up to you, Kate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you messaging, see if everything's all right. And it truly, truly is okay now. So many comments. If anyone does a shot every time I say it is what it is, or so many comments, you're going to be really, really drunk. Daniel Monster said lots of going on, Savva. Come on, you Rovers, the Doncaster Rovers he's talking about. Good luck to Tottenham at the weekend. Good luck to your boys tonight, who are 1-1 with Mansfield. It's just popped up on my screen. They're League 2. Sean Smith said, I'm glad your pup is good. I did ask how he was when you were on Henry's live. Apologies, mate. I don't get to read out everybody's. It's not my show. Aaron J, question for you, Savva. How many goals are we going to concede in 3 games? How many you think? I think we'll concede 5 in our first 3. I do. I feel that you've got to have a number 6 to play this, a proper number 6 behind Basuma and Maddison. And I think you've got to have a better right back than Emerson Royale. Sorry, going to say it again. Anthony Devlin said, gift Orban in here, get gift Orban in here and a centre back, and I'd be thrilled with a window. Don't see a right back coming in. Possible January move. I don't think he'll bring one in, but I really wish he would. I've never liked Emerson Royale. I don't like him now. It is what it is. And one person has subscribed in the last 10 minutes. Thank you to whoever that one person is. It really does mean a lot. And we're now only 8 subscribers away from 9,750. Guna Pino has said, Savva is a real one. Hates Spurs, but he's a real one. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Drooler, big up to you, is a channel member. Excuse me, people. I've got my voice is all over the place. It's very croaky today. Billy has said, believe you're fair on your assessments, but Henry Wright, on the other hand, pure negativity. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true of Henry at all, if I'm being honest. Abiadun, maybe a Man United fan, said, I think the way Spurs play suits our transition football. You could be right. It should be an interesting conflict of styles, shouldn't it? John has said Richarlison was like a statue against Brentford, but still can get goals if given the service. Yeah, there's so many question marks against this guy, aren't there, from people? And I get it. I didn't want him in the first place. So, yeah, I agree. Hit the bar, as said Sean, speaking earlier about us going for Kyogo. Yeah, I agree with Sean on this. Why not? Why not? At the end of the day, he knows Ange Postecoglou's system inside out. I think he fits the mold in terms of what Ange Postecoglou wants. We've seen it live, working in real time. So why not? Could we get him? I don't know. Is there any appetite to go and get him? I'm not sure. I really, really, really don't know. Good evening, Steve D, channel member in the house. Evening to you. Big up everybody in the chat. Welcome to all 478 of you. You'll probably see the number as 426. If you ever think I'm lying, I see the actual number back in the studio, which is why I can see how many before it updates, and then it comes down and goes up. And thank you to the 3 more people that have subscribed. We're edging there nice and slowly. And a big thank you to all 190 people that have smashed that like button. Balpinda has said, Savva, Henry and Sean, the front line for Spurs YouTube. No, listen, we're just doing our thing. There's a lot of good Spurs YouTubers out there, so try and subscribe to as many of them as possible. Yeah. How did game week 1 go for me? Yeah, I think I'm about 350th out of about 700. So like I'm just lost in the pack at the moment. I'm never any good at it. I always forget to update it. But what I should say, I'll tell you what, we probably should do this actually. Let me bring up and see who's winning at the moment. Here we go. Let me bring this up. So this is the Football Heritage TV Fantasy League. I can actually show you who is winning. Can we all see that? Maybe that's a bit small, isn't it? What if I do this? Can you all see that? So in first place, you've got Alpha FC, who is Jordan Baker on 106 points. New Era Begins, Jamie Allen on 100. Matthew Chase, he says, I see Jed people. Love it, at 97. Gangsters Allardyce, I like that as well. In fourth. Fifth, joint fifth, you've got FC Greeners and Los Porro Hermanos. And then down below them, you've got Club Shiraz, followed by Levy's Leverage, The One Who Knocks, Mika FC, We Are the Champions, Woong, Overpaid Idiots, Stranger Mings, lovely, He'll Be Back, Cypriot English FC, and Lord of the Ings. I won't go through absolutely everyone. Let's see. Should we see where I am? I think you can see there I'm in 387th. 387th. Woo. Go on, Savva. Big up to Kia Horpan. Hope you're well. So big up, Savva. Busy catching up on all your shows. Listen, big up to you out there in Texas, USA. Always a big supporter of the channel. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Nah, not having it. And you are much more negative than me. You've just said we're going to get, did you say 2 points from our opening 3 games? I think we might win our next 2. Just saying. Zachariah said, I'm giving up hope on Tapsoba, but feel I'll see him playing a league for someone else. Yeah, that all went dead a long time ago, didn't it? The chances of him buying Mickey van der Ven and Tapsoba, just a girl who loves Spurs, said Sean mentioned Tammy Abraham's day. I actually think he could work in our system. Thoughts? There's some food for thought, isn't it? There's something likable about Tammy Abraham as a player. He's a nuisance to play against. I don't think that would be the worst idea. I'll be honest, Kate. I would prefer him every day of the week over Richarlison. I can't see it happening, but I really, really would. HJD said, Savva, I agree. Emerson ain't the best, but still think he's a better option than Porro. Oh, I agree. Porro is not a right back. In any way at all. Big up, Jim. Yeah, thank you very much. Little Stewie is on the mend. And every time you think of Stewie, right, everyone thinks of Family Guy. I'm just putting it out there. And if you do, let me know in the chat. Whenever I talk about Stewie and you see him, do you think of Stewie from Family Guy? And if you do, you'd be right to, because he is named after Stewie Griffin from Family Guy. Jessica said, who would you like us to bring in for the fullback position, seeing as Emerson isn't great? Who would I like us to see in there? I wouldn't mind seeing someone like a Kenny Tete from Fulham. I'll be honest. I just want competence. I'm not asking for the world. Can Pavard come into our team and play that? Although I think he's off to Man United. Look, there's lots of players out there. But yeah, I'll go with him. Kate is 25th in my league. I mean, I'm 387th, so I'm right behind you. Mark Cousins said, big up Savva. Remember we got to play United at Stockley Park Saturday. Yeah, it is bad. What did you all make of it? The VAR decision that looked like it should have been the most straightforward of VAR decisions in the world. Let me know what you made of it. Hang on, Henry. Yeah, I am. Yep. I definitely worry about what's happening with VAR. I truly do. Edward Kim said we should go and get Singo. Yeah, I'd take Singo as well. I definitely would. Kyogo wants to play Champions League, hence his new contract. I agree, but are you telling me if a bumper offer came in to go and play for Ange in the Premier League for Tottenham, he wouldn't leave? I think we've got to be really, really honest here. Chris Peters has said top of the FPL used bench boost already. I always forget to do all that sort of stuff. I'm so bad at it. Bruno said 89 points without using triple captain or bench boost is decent. God, some people take it seriously, don't they? Molina. I'd take Molina all day long. I'd take Molina. Strong, quick, good in 1v1, and very good on the ball. There's lots of talk as well that Montiel is available. Obviously, who remembers why Montiel is famous? Obviously, for being a pro footballer. But anyone remember why? I think you should. World Cup final, anyone? Tells has said, Tammy Abraham, are you kidding me? I'll be honest, I'd rather him than Richarlison. I think he offers so much more. I don't think Richarlison's a good footballer at all. Brian has said, disgraceful but not surprising VAR decision at Old Trafford. Absolutely. Not surprising in any way, shape or form. Guys and girls, we're now only 3 subscribers away from 9,750. If 3 of you want to go and smash that, that would be amazing. HJD, I agree with you. I really do. I don't think he would come to us. I agree with this. I do think the VAR is very much ruining football. And stick with me for another half an hour. And then after that half an hour, we will all be joining. Well, I will. Hopefully you will come and join me on Sean's channel to see the night out. Ankit has said, would like an aggressive Richarlison to be subbed around the 70th minute mark. New boy Valise to get last 20 minutes. Looks good in the air. It'd be interesting to see when we first start seeing him. I think, if I'm not wrong, I saw last week that Ange alluded to the fact that we won't see him yet. Maybe not the first half of the season. But we will see him. We will see him. Yeah, lots of people saying it was a joke. 1 second. Yeah, it was, Ian. It was a joke of a decision. I just can't believe anyone out there thinks it wasn't a penalty. That was a horrible VAR decision. That was a horrible VAR decision. Wasn't a penalty. Hang on. Are you thinking of the someone, or are you thinking of the Onana one? I think we're talking about the Onana one. Absolutely not. I don't know. Absolutely not. No. And I said, I can only hope we beat Man U, but I say it as it is. Defensively, we are unorganised, and it will take time to improve. Yeah, of course it's going to take time, and I think people need to accept that. Big up, Leo. Big up, my man. Leo over there at Mile High Hotspur. Big up to you, and happy birthday, my friend. Let's show some birthday love in the chat. Come on, people. Birthday love needed. Hit the bar and said, chuck 30 million at Celtic and Kyogo comes to us. I think if you press the right figures, right, I think Kyogo would come to the Premier League and play for Tottenham, wouldn't he? Has he got anything else to win at Celtic? Just saying. Ivan Toney, for me, just struggled until Christmas. I just don't think that Ivan Toney fits the profile of player. I really don't. I just don't think he does at all. Darren Smith said, just watch the clip of Orban. We must get him. Lots of talk about it. Lots and lots of talk about him. Just a girl who loves Spurs. Kate said, I'd rather Ian Abrahams than Richarlison. Fact. I just don't rate him at all. I really don't rate him, Kate. I don't have any love for him at all. Daniel Turner, big up to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Always a big supporter of the channel. Always in the chat. Come on, people. 3 more to get to 9,750. Come on. Let's do this. Daniel has said VAR and the ref could not make the correct call is worrying. In my opinion, VAR should just be used for offsides. I agree. What happened when it came in? It was meant to be used sparingly. And now it's used for every little decision within a game. Absolutely. Yeah. Happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. Leo's about to get loads of love. East London Gooner, big up to you. So why are people shocked when VAR get a decision wrong? It's been going on since VAR was introduced to the Premier League. I think people are shocked because of just how blatant that was. I truly believe that. People might tell me I'm wrong. Wacky Paranormal said, I remember 90s football being a lot different than today's softy and hypersensitive players. Yeah. I agree with you. Looks like the Premier League needs to invest in sanitary pads and Savlon bootles for the sensitives. I mean, that's a tiny bit controversial, but I think it is very soft at the moment. But that was a penalty, right? If that's what we're referring to. Would I play Dane's? Don't know why that's gone there. Mass that go said, would you play Dane Scarlett instead of Richie? I don't know. For me, I feel like this guy needs to go out on loan for another year, get another proper year of men's football under his belt. I can't see in any way that they're going to use a young player over Richarlison when he costs 60 million. I'm not saying that's right, but would I rather see him? I don't think it could be worse. I'm not a fan of Richarlison, to be honest with you. Archie Gill said, if everyone at the club genuinely believes in Orban's potential, then we can't miss the opportunity like we did with Kim Min-jae and Kvara. Bear with me 1 second. Hang on, bear with me 1 second. I'm just seeing. Where is he? Here he is. I'm just going to see if I can get someone else on for 1 second for the last 15 minutes. Hang on, here we go. Just seeing right now. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it. Has football gone soft? Let me know. Sorry, just problem when you go live on your own and you have to try and get some people on or message them and again, what's the code and what's this and what's that and blah, blah, blah. Brian OS has said the rules encourage diving, taped and players go down. I think the worrying thing for me in all of this, for me is that everything looks so much worse in slow motion, doesn't it? So when players go down, it looks worse in slow motion, and they're getting free kicks, they're getting penalties when in real time they probably weren't. But hey, it is what it is. Big up to Kate from Mark Cousins. Big up to you. Brian has said, do you think we should sell Rich at the next window along with the rest of the dead waste at the club? Look, we've struggled to get rid of Deadwood for a very long time now. For a very, very long time. So it doesn't surprise me that we're struggling this year. But at some point, this Deadwood has got to go, right? At some point, this Deadwood has got to go. Phil Moss said that Mateus Nunes looked great and reminded me of Moussa Dembele. I thought him and Cunha running through midfield yesterday. Pace, power, vision looked really, really good. Jim has said, do not get this massive negativity for Richie. It's been one game. It's not been one game. I've seen this guy play for about 5 or 6 years and I've never rated him, Jim. One game or not, I just don't. I don't see what you see in him. I'm always really underwhelmed by him. Materio has said, I said it already in the beginning of the year, that we should sign Orban and Timber and Jesper Karlsson. Well, hopefully we'll get one of them. Hopefully Orban will be that guy that's coming through the door. Let's see if we can make that happen. If Richie don't score in the next 2 games, I would start playing Son down the middle until we sign a new striker. Yeah, lots of people want to see Son down the middle, like when Kane was out. And apparently we just had the here we go for Lavia to Chelsea. Yes, we have. It's just madness, isn't it? When you look at it, it's absolutely madness. Romeo Lavia to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal agreed between clubs on the final fee, short of 60 million and add-ons included. Absolutely crazy, crazy times. Listen, do you know what I'm going to do, guys and girls? I am going to go and tend to the little pup, and then we will be back in 20 minutes on Sean's channel. Please join Sean's channel. I've sent you a link straight there, and we'll be back to pick this up tomorrow in the morning. Please join me at 10 a.m. for the usual Spurs morning show. Much love to all of you. We'll be back in 20 minutes. Go and grab a drink, grab yourself some food, whatever you need to do. And we'll see you in 20 minutes on Sean's show. Take care, everyone.